That's when I thought Corey was coming in. But no, surprise. He wasn't ready yet, I guess. Hello there, maggots. It's Lauren here. Happy Maggot Monday to you. Welcome back for another track from Iowa. A healthy lead for the winner, Gently, which I'm guessing is not going to be a gentle song because gentle and Iowa just do not go together whatsoever. I have this picture. It has all of the classics in it. We have Clown Guy shooting himself. We have the Pinhead Fists. The Undertaker being scary. Corey presenting himself to us, which just sounds strange. Usually I start every Iowa song reaction with a big thing about how Iowa's very scary and all of that, but I'm not saying that it's not scary, but it's not as scary as it once was. I'll just put it that way. Alright, if you're ready, I have to hydrate first, hang on. I did that on purpose. So we have this really cool, creepy intro. I don't know what he is saying. I don't know if it's even discernible or if we're just supposed to take that as whispers, which I'm fine with. I just go into Iowa assuming I'm going to get this treatment. So when I get something that's not this, it's very jarring. But this is a nice surprise so far. I mean, it still is Iowa, which I have to keep in mind. But I would not be mad if it sort of stayed in this space rather than change to that, to the assault version. All right, let me back it up a little bit. Okay.
The relaxing world of pleasure, a pleasure that'll take my mind of the reality of my life, my past life. Love as I know it now.
This is so different than I thought it was going to be. And we're like past the halfway mark at this point. We're about halfway. I don't know, this just has a lot of dynamics so far. It's just so different. I love the subtle touches of Sid in here, especially because I know it's Sid. Because I'm sure a lot of songs have subtle touches of Sid, which sounds like his fragrance. Like, if Sid had his own cologne line, he should call it Subtle Touches of Sid. Sid, if you're watching, you can have that one for free. Subtle touches of Sid. Oh my god, okay. I'm like planning the marketing campaign and everything. Like I'm seeing the bottle, the posters, I got it all. Anyways, I'm sure a lot of the songs have subtle touches of Sid, but the only Sid that I know 100% is Sid is if it sounds like the scratching record sound, then I know that is Sid. Otherwise, I have no idea. We have an interesting vocal going on. I love the long intro. That was very cool. And I thought, where I'd paused it previously, that's when I thought the song was like starting, meaning that's when I thought Corey was coming in. But no, surprise. He wasn't ready yet, I guess. A lot can happen in half a song, so I'm not relaxed quite yet.
Galaxy of my life, my past life. Love as I know it now, and whatever may come, it's only dust and birds. There's someone in the back of my mind, it will remain there, to the west of a dreamer.
I love that. Is that big stuff too? I don't know. It might be good. Okay, the lyric that happened, honestly, mode of pleasure, a pleasure that will take my mind with the reality of life and past life as I know it. Whatever may come, slowly disperse. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it will remain there until I wish to retrieve it. I love that. I love that. I love that. Just plain and simple, I love that lyric. I had to stop and reflect on it a moment. This was like a pleasant surprise today, I guess. Yeah, this is a very cool song. Something's about to go down. Is that someone else? I will stay for a while before I make a pride. Away from the presence of life, when everything that lives in the applause of license. I think we need to get into this again. That was a cool, like, build-up transition thing into this section that I think we should hear again. I don't know what you think, but I think we should. And since I control this little sliding bar, guess what? I think it is. That's gotta be someone else screaming, right? I think it is. I will stay for a while before I make a pride. Away from the presence of life, when everything that lives in the applause of license. License. Don't hate me, I gotta hear that voice again. Who was that? Pinocchio? That's my guess. Yeah, the song's almost over and I'm like, hang on. Well, yeah, totally different than I thought that was going to be in every way, lyrically and everything. This, to me, the end of this, sounds like this mode is like a altered state kind of mode. This mode is incredible. It gets you away from the pain of reality, which was what he was talking about earlier. Oh, wait a minute. Too bad I must always leave it. At first I thought he meant this world as in the real world. Too bad I always have to leave the real world because it's too much in whatever way, and I have to go out here. But I think maybe what he's saying is this here. Too bad I must always leave this because the high wears off and you have to come back to this world. But that's life. You could almost do that two ways. When life is too much and you have to escape it by whatever means necessary, and it's a shame that you have to leave this place to come back down to the pain of real life. I'm going to stop with that and listen to this again, and I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back, and Mocha's here. You might see her in a second. Okay, this is definitely a highlight on the album. My favorite from this album being Heretic Anthem. When I first started listening to Iowa, which was Disaster Piece, was my first song from Iowa, I think if I had not started with that song, I would have a completely different feel for this album. That was before you guys were even involved in choosing the songs. Is that correct? Maybe that's not correct. Is that correct? I think I did that on my own. But anyway, so it's my fault that I started my Iowa journey with that song because it just gave me the wrong impression of this album. Because I totally understand why this album and this era of Slipknot is a favorite for people. It makes total sense to me. A lot of these songs I really like, and it surprises me because, again, of how I started with this album, just being scared of it and not even wanting to hear it at all. This song goes against what I said maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when I was talking about lyrics and how their later albums, the lyrics are just more poignant and more, I guess, mature. But a song like this totally negates that. The lyrics themselves, there aren't many of them, but I think what he's saying here is a very powerful thing. Looking at these titles again, many of these songs did have, powerful, poignant lyrics. I'm not trying to say. But yeah, I really like this one more than I thought I would, and definitely a standout track from Iowa. Next week, we're going to Volume 3, so I hope to see you then. So, Maggots and Mega Maggots, thanks for watching. Thanks for being awesome. Mocha and I are going to go now. She just wants food. Really, you guys might think, oh, she's just saying hello. No, this has nothing to do with you. This is called, hey, feed me. All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your day and your week. And I will see you for the next one. I don't know why you're even mad, because I'm sure you're skipping all of this anyway, so. Sorry to make you scroll past this. I gotta turn this brightness down. I am on the sun today. What is going on? Hang on. I'm thinking it's probably the first way. That makes more sense. But I think for other people, maybe the second way makes sense. Oh my god, what am I even saying? What am I saying? To me, I'm following this perfectly. And I'd have to say, I don't know if I can say that. Never mind.
Get off me, Craig!